What's up?
What's up guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I'm going to be discussing my thoughts of the whole MK11 Aftermath. So we've had the gameplay trailer, we had the first trailer which showed some of the story and a little bit of gameplay, and then we had this one story trailer which just showed one little cutscene. So for the content that it's bringing, I think it's really awesome. The characters look cool. I don't really care about Sheeva all that much, but Fujin and Robocop, they look really freaking good. The story is interesting. I don't really care about the story all that much. I care more about, how the character plays, balance, and just gameplay in general. I care more. But the story is cool, of course that's always welcome. I do like the costumes. Now, I never played MK Deception, but I know a lot of people wanted that Sub-Zero skin. It looks like Shredder. So I think the skin looks really cool, and I'm sure people who really wanted that costume for a long time are going to be really happy about it. And I love the fact that they're adding stage fatalities and friendships. That's so freaking cool. I've never played an MK game with friendship, so that's super cool. And I remember back in MK9 days with the stage fatalities, those were super cool, so those are awesome. And I know the stage fatalities and the friendships, at least those things, I know for sure those are free, so you're not gonna have to pay for that. So at least, even if you don't really want the characters or the story, at least everybody gets that, which that's good. Now, one thing I do have to mention, the price point of $40. Now, I know there's some other price points. I think it's like $60 if you are just now buying the game and never had the first Kombat pack or whatever. But for most of us that, I've been through the game, that bought the Kombat pack, it's going to cost $40 for this. And if you think about it, you're paying $40 for, a few hours of story and just 3 characters, which is really not that good of a value in my opinion. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Kombat Pack 1, that cost $40 and that had 6 characters. And I think it had 3 or 4 sets of costumes at least. And this one, what it shows so far, from what I've seen, is 3 characters. It shows 1 set of costumes. I don't know if we'll have more than that in the future. And then 3 characters. So if you think about it, the value is less, at least in my opinion. Because the way they value it, they value a 3, 4, 5 hour story, depending how long they do it, as equal to 3 characters. Because remember, Kombat Pack 1 had 6 characters. I'm just excluding the costumes. Let's not even talk about the costumes. That had 6 characters. That was Kombat Pack 1. And this one is the same price. Has only half the characters, only 3. And then a 4 to 5 hour story. Now granted, yes, it takes a lot of work for the story. That's a lot of cinematics. They have to actually get the actors, have them wear the motion capture thing. And, it's a lot of work, of course. So they had to spend a lot of money on the story. But at least for me, and I think most people that are not really that into the story, it's not really a good value. Now, in my opinion, if it was $30, I think that makes sense. Because the way I see it, okay, if you're spending $40 for 6 characters, it's $20 for 3, and the story for me is $10. So I think it should be $30. Now, I don't know if they're gonna add something else, maybe some stages along with it. Maybe they're gonna add a couple more characters in this pack, or if it's gonna include more costumes. I don't know. If they add more stuff, maybe it will be more worth the $40. But as it is now, I don't think it is worth it personally. Now, I just hope they let you buy the characters individually, because personally, that's what I would do. Because I'm going to buy all the characters, of course, because I want to play them, see how they are and everything. And for the story, what I want to do, and if you guys are able to and you don't want to spend that much money, you don't want to spend the whole $40, I would just say watch the story on YouTube. People always do Let's Plays. You can look online, you can see a whole YouTube video of the whole story of MK11, the whole story of MK9, MKX, or any Injustice game. So I would just do that if they let you. I don't know if they will let you just buy the characters by themselves. I hope they do. Now, if they don't, that'll be a little bit scummy in my opinion. But, see what NetherRealm decides to do. Now, going back to the characters, Sheeva, I hear some people say she plays like Goro from MKX. Now, I never played MKX, so I don't know how Goro plays. I just know how Sheeva played back in MK9. They look kind of similar, but I'm sure she plays totally different. Because, honestly, in MK9, I played it, but I wasn't really that good at the game, so I didn't really understand what she was doing. I just know she was a bad character. That's what I just heard from the pro players. But she has similar moves. I think the air stomp thing is an unblockable. Well, at least it was an unblockable. I don't know if it will be in this game. But seeing the gameplay trailer, it is really slow, so it probably is. but I don't see how that can be too useful unless you have specific ways to set it up, but we'll see when that comes. Robocop, I like how he is. His design looks really cool. I know a lot of people don't really care for Robocop. Now, I think it's cool because I grew up, I would watch the movies. I mean, I think the movies came out before I was born and everything, but I seen the movies afterwards. They were pretty cool. And seeing the trailer for him, they had like a lot of throwback stuff that he had in the movie, so I think that's gonna be really dope. He looks pretty cool and fun. It seems like he plays like Sector, if you ask me, just like minus the teleport, because he has like the flamethrower and all the weapons and stuff. Fujin looking mad cool. Yo, like you see his gameplay trailer, all these air moves, he's walking on air, crossing you up. The character looks mad dope. I think he's gonna be really strong. I bet you he is. I mean, he has to be because his brother Raiden's complete other garbage. But so I hope he's good just to pick up the slack for the demigod brothers. So overall, this whole Aftermath thing, I think it's really cool. It's definitely gonna revitalize the game because we're all wondering, crap, Kombat Pack 1 came out. Are they gonna just go straight into Injustice 2? What are they gonna do because of this whole world situation? Are they gonna not do any more DLC? But luckily, they still did more for the game. The stage fatalities are awesome, friendships are awesome, all the other cool stuff, the characters. I think it's a little bit overpriced, but overall, it's really good content and it's gonna bring back life to this game, and that's what's important. We don't want MK11 to die because, it has its issues. I mean, I made a whole video on all the issues I have with the game, but nonetheless, it's still very fun and it's a good game. It has potential if they just would fix a few things. And speaking of fixing a few things, this is the time that they can actually do a little bit of a balance patch because there's some things that they just need to fix. You can watch my Everything That's Wrong with MK11 video to know what I think they need to fix in this game, but at least they gotta do some balance patches like, characters like Raiden and Shao Kahn, Scarlet, and they just need to fix those characters, just bring them up just a little bit just to balance them out. I mean, because the game is pretty balanced, not gonna lie, but some characters just way too low. And the high tiers just slightly nerf them just a little bit. But mainly, I don't know if they will. I don't think they will. But the main issue in this game is the hitboxes. Now, I think the variation system needs to go, but that's going to stay. That's next game we can hope that goes. But the hitbox issues needs to go. I mean, I don't think they will, unfortunately. But the whole concept of female and male hitboxes and low profiling things that really should not be low profiled, that really should not be a thing. Well, anyway, guys, that's about it for me. Overall, I think this whole thing is very positive and it will definitely be better for the game. Well, that's it for the video today. If you guys enjoyed, just make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Follow me on Twitch, and I'll see you guys next time.